Hey, my name is Bill Marion, and this is A Nose for Life. Our family's favorite vacation destination is Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. You might have heard of it. I've been waiting a long time to start a Disney-oriented playlist, so here it is. Before I begin, if you don't already know this, Walt Disney World is always changing, and the video images you're seeing in this video were captured across a few Disney vacations. But if you make YouTube videos, because a lot of people do these days, all of the images in this video are available for use, and usually for free. Just contact us through our Facebook page at Bill Marion Live for details. This video is about the Walt Disney World Resort, the Grand Floridian, and it's the first video on our Why Walt Disney World is Amazing playlist. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications. Here are top 10 reasons why I love Disney's Grand Floridian. Number 10. It's a Disney resort. All the Walt Disney World resorts are amazing because it's like submersing yourself into the world of Disney, and the perks make it to where you're getting the most out of a Disney vacation. The cool kids call it staying on property. For some crazy reason, our family started calling it staying on campus. So now my kids treat college like a Disney World vacation, but that's a different story. Seriously, for our family, a Disney World vacation isn't a Disney World vacation unless we're staying at a Walt Disney World resort. And of all the Walt Disney World Resort hotels, our favorite by far is the Grand Floridian. Most people agree it's the most eloquent resort at Walt Disney World. For us, it's the essence of the perfect Walt Disney World vacation, along with all of the other options you get when you stay at a Walt Disney World resort, like dining plans, fast passes, magic bands, magic hours, and the list goes on and on. Staying at a Walt Disney World resort makes a difference, especially when you're staying at the Grand Floridian. Sure, there are 5-star resorts all over the planet that are probably nicer than Disney's Grand Floridian, but you can't get a hug from a Disney character and have Mickey-shaped waffles for breakfast at a non-Disney resort. Number 9. The ultimate Disney experience. Let's be honest, there are a lot of ultimate Disney experiences. Besides, that's pretty subjective, but then again, so is this entire list. Nevertheless, if staying at a Walt Disney World resort is the best way to enjoy a Walt Disney World vacation, then it doesn't get any better than staying at the Grand Floridian. By almost all accounts, it's the best Disney resort in Orlando. The Grand Floridian is a Victorian seaside-themed luxury hotel. So yes, the rooms are clean and nice. Really, of course they are. Staying at the Grand Floridian isn't just about staying at a luxury hotel, it's like traveling back in time, only that it's not historically accurate. Not entirely. And you're just going to have to trust me, that's a good thing. Victorian designs are excessive and use bold colors. The Grand Floridian is lighter and more playful feeling than an actual Victorian resort. The architecture invokes nostalgia without being historical. It's as if fantasy is mixed with what we'd rather remember about the Victorian age. More than anything, it's inviting, and it feels like you're on an exclusive vacation without losing a single ounce of Disney fun. Number 8. A Monorail Resort. That's what our family calls a Disney resort on the monorail, a monorail resort. The Grand Floridian is on the monorail, and it's just one stop away from the Magic Kingdom, and that's really awesome. From the Grand Floridian, it takes a little longer to take the monorail to Epcot, but you can still begin your day at Epcot by catching the monorail by walking out the doors of your hotel. And if you've never stayed at a Disney resort on the monorail, you can keep telling yourself that it's no big deal, but it really is. It makes all the difference in the world. Even Disney buses going to other locations don't seem as crowded when leaving from the Grand Floridian. I have no idea if that's true or not, maybe it just feels that way. But if the buses are crowded, there's valet parking, so you can just drive. I wish all Disney's theme parks were on the monorail system. I'd pay extra for that, and maybe I'll talk about that in another video. The point is that coming back to your hotel room for a nap and even an additional shower to cool off, enjoy a swim, or rent a boat, yes, I said rent a boat, and I'll get to that in just a second, well, none of this is complicated or time-consuming when you're staying at the Grand Floridian. In fact, it's a part of the experience. Number 7. Boats. You can take a boat across the Seven Seas Lagoon to and from Magic Kingdom, and it's only about a 20-minute ride. This comes in handy during magic hours when there's an hour-long wait for the monorail, and yes, that happens. But more than anything, the kids love it, and it's a pretty peaceful ride that offers a different perspective. Okay, before my fellow Disney fanatics light me up in the comments, this isn't exclusive to the Grand Floridian. A lot of Disney resorts have boats that will take you to and from the parks, and I think they're all nice, but I love the Grand Floridian the best. Maybe it's because we've always had amazing captains. Number 6. Location, location, location. Magic Kingdom's famous castle is just across the Seven Seas Lagoon from the Grand Floridian, so you can see the castle from your hotel the entire vacation. It's like you never really leave Magic Kingdom until it's time to check out of the hotel. And when it's time to check out, you really do need to check out. And you know those amazing Magic Kingdom fireworks presented nightly? Guests at the Grand Floridian can watch those same fireworks every night, music and all, from the Grand Floridian Marina, and some guests can even watch the fireworks from their own personal balcony. No kidding. I didn't think that would be a big deal at first until I stayed at the Grand Floridian, but after that, it was one of the primary reasons we stayed there again. Number 5. Motorboats. Speaking of boats and lakes, you can rent boats, different kinds of boats at the Grand Floridian and drive them all over the lake. And trust me, it's a blast. If you're a Walt Disney World pro and you haven't done this yet, shame on you. You're really missing out. It offers one of the most unique experiences, and it's by far one of my greatest memories. It doesn't matter how old you are, driving a little motorboat around the Seven Seas Lagoon makes you feel like a kid. And it's not that expensive. You'll see that part of Disney World in a way you've never seen it before, and I promise you, you'll love it. Number 4. Atmosphere. The atmosphere at the Grand Floridian is amazing. I mean, it has to be. After all, it's a luxury Victorian seaside themed resort. Oh, and it's a spa, too. I always forget that part, but it's a thing. We've already mentioned the architecture, but walking into the lobby of the Grand Floridian has a wow factor that you just can't put into words. The elevator looks like a birdcage, and there are amazing places to shop. They have a live orchestra that plays in the lobby. Did you just hear that? A live orchestra playing in the lobby. Listen, I'm not talking about people pretending to play or elevator music being piped in through speakers. I'm talking about an orchestra. Who does that? Well, the Grand Floridian, that's who. There's something awesome about walking into a lobby and hearing a live orchestra. Sure, the Grand Floridian has an amazing pool and yes, a world-class spa, shopping, and one of the best dining experiences in the state of Florida, but a live orchestra in an amazing reimagined Victorian lobby? Yeah, it's awesome. Number 3. Disney Signature Services. At the Grand Floridian, you have access to Disney's signature services. Listen, Disney is the best in the business when it comes to customer service, and in our experience, the Grand Floridian is the best of Disney, and it's been that way since it opened. Disney's signature services can help you have a better Disney vacation than you even know how to plan. They can do anything like help plan an in-room celebration, plan your fast passes, and making dining reservations. If it can get done, these folks can make it happen, and they're the friendliest people you'll ever meet. Number 2. Electrical Water Pageant. At night, you can enjoy the Electrical Water Pageant on the Seven Seas Lagoon right there at the Grand Floridian. It's a sea creature parade with lights and Disney music. What's not to like? This is another one of my favorite things, and seeing it while you're staying at the Grand Floridian makes it even better. Yes, you can see this at other locations as well, but I think it's amazing at the Grand Floridian. Even if I'm not in the mood to watch the pageant or I miss most of it because of other activities, I just like knowing that it's there and that someone else is enjoying it like I do. I mean, like my kids did when they were little. Disney really goes all out, and this water parade, electrical water pageant, is a great example of how the fun never stops. Number 1. Everything else. Yes, the Grand Floridian also has things like free shuttles to and from the airport, access to minivan rentals right there on the property, and yes, Wi-Fi, valet parking, banking, a business center, childcare services. Are you serious? Laundry services, merchandise pickup and delivery, and trust me, I'm just scratching the surface. There are so many other perks, but it's the little things too. Like one time, there was a thunderstorm that rolled in and it was pouring the rain. When we left the monorail to slosh into the resort, cast members were there to give us a hand towel and to begin drying off. And if it's raining and you're using valet parking, they'll meet your whole family with umbrellas. The Grand Floridian makes everyone feel appreciated and special. Bonus fact. For many years, this wonderful man, Richard Gerth, greeted guests at the Grand Floridian. He worked for the hotel for nearly 30 years. Our family met Richard in 2015 and again in 2016. We fell in love with Richard because of how he made us feel, and it turns out Richard made millions of other families feel the same way. Sadly, Richard passed away in June of 2018. One reporter said, quote, "He embodied everything the Grand Floridian is supposed to be for people," end quote. Richard is missed, and unlike other aspects of the Grand Floridian that can be reimagined and remodeled, there will only be one Richard. So if you're planning a Disney vacation, remember the most important part. Well, really, the only important part. The people that are coming with you on this vacation, they're not replaceable either. When it's all said and done, it doesn't matter where you stay or even where you vacation. You'll make better memories if your focus is where it belongs. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Bill Marion, and this is A Nose for Life. If you have time, check out some of these other videos.